What's up, you guys? Today we're talking about taking risks. If you're not a little bit comfortable with being uncomfortable, you're likely not going to see a ton of change and a ton of growth. We can apply this to our personal life and our professional life. Today, for me, I'm going to share some personal stories and professional and give you some tips on how to do risk management, assess opportunities and the risk involved to figure out if it's worth taking that risk. I thought about my entrepreneurial journey with Fit Body Bootcamp, which started at a very young age. I had very little work experience. I had no fitness experience. I didn't have an MBA. I didn't have business school under my belt, but I had a passion and I really wanted to do something with that passion. And so starting a business at the young age of 26, that was taking a huge risk, but it was so worth it. People often ask me, if you could do it all over, would you do it again? And I'm like, yes, 110%. Would I have done some things differently? Sure. But I've learned from those challenging times. I've learned from the moments where I was uncertain and I was uncomfortable. I didn't know what I was doing. However, it made me the person I am today. It made me stronger. And so I wouldn't have done anything differently, no. And I probably would have done it sooner. And I probably would tell that old version of myself, don't doubt yourself. Don't think that you're not capable of doing this. Don't question your worthiness. Don't feel like an imposter. Don't feel like there's this pressure to do everything perfect, because you learn as you grow. If you waited until you were 100% comfortable in each situation in life before taking that next step, you likely never would, because you're never going to be 100% comfortable. You're never going to be 100% ready. And that's just life. Like, that is the life that we're given. We're always going to have a little bit of that level of uncertainty. We're going to be a little bit scared. And if you're not a little bit scared, then it's probably not worth it. First, we need to identify, like, what do you want to achieve? And this might be easy for some people, but like for me, I wanted to launch my own business. I wanted to change lives with health and fitness, make an impact in my community, and ultimately build a career for myself that I love, that I was excited about doing every single day. Number 2 is assess the potential risk associated with taking that leap of faith. And so, of course, when you're starting a business, could you fail? Yes, I could fail. If you are set in that mindset from day one, then you likely will have problems. So I wasn't thinking a lot about that in the beginning. Was I thinking about staffing? Am I going to have enough money in those first few months? How do I renovate the space? Was I thinking about those things? Sure. But those are all like relevant. Like, those are necessary problems that you have to troubleshoot in those first few months of your business. And that's just a part of starting a business. So to me, like, that wasn't a huge risk, because I knew that I would navigate those waters as they came, and I would figure it out. Step 3 would be just to think about the impact of that potential risk. And so a lot of times it's the financial impact. It's the impact that you and your family would have if for some reason the business did not thrive and if it didn't go the way that you planned. So you are the only person that can assign value and determine how much that risk is worth. No one else. The way I looked at it, I was young. I went to college. I'm ambitious. I have a passion, and I'm going to give it everything that I have. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least I tried. And if it fails, I'm not going to assign a tremendous amount of meaning to that failure, because I know that I am capable of learning from that failure. And I'm going to take that knowledge and I'm going to do something else that's great. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to grow from it. Number 5, you need to make a plan, because I didn't just do this all overnight. It was a series of months of me going to the vision board ultimately and writing down and getting super clear with what my goals were, what my vision was for my company, for my life. And it evolves and it has changed so much over the years. But if I didn't have a plan, nothing ever would have happened. And know that it may change, and that's okay. Like, don't get upset when something doesn't go according to the plan, because ultimately it wasn't supposed to happen that way if it doesn't happen that way. We we only have one life. And so I want to do things that are going to impact others and add value to the world. I'm willing to take the risks that are necessary to get there. Go out and conquer, go out and tackle the world.